Hi, I'm Alix and welcome to Dubai Motorshow, where we're on the Ford stand. We'll be taking a look at the highlights of the stand as well as meeting the racing drivers who'll be competing in the final round of the World Endurance Championship in Bahrain, driving the fantastic Ford GT. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Steven Armstrong, Group Vice President and President of Europe, Middle East and Africa. Steven, welcome to Dubai and welcome to a very noisy motor show. Of course it is one of the biggest motor shows in the region, so it is going to be a little bit noisy. But for people coming down, tell us what we can see on the Ford stand and also tell us what it shows about the commitment to the Middle East and in particular this region.
Thanks, Alex. Well, as you say, this is the biggest show in the region, really. So we've taken the opportunity to launch the all-new 2018 Expedition, which is a really important product for us here. SUVs are a big part of our business here. So the theme you'll see on the stand is the new Expedition, the new EcoSport, an ST line Escape, and also the latest version of the F-150. So we've got a lot of trucks and SUVs here. And then over my shoulder, I'm sure people can see the 2018 Mustang, which is a really popular vehicle here in the region too. So it tells us that we have a strong lineup of trucks, but we also have those sporting vehicles for those people that want something a little bit different, not just the off-road capability.
As you said, there's a phenomenal lineup within the model range, and one of the things you were talking about at the press conference was the new powertrains. Explain to us what we can expect to see from those powertrains.
We announced this week that we would be launching 4 hybrid vehicles into the region over the next 4 years. We've been not too clear on what they are yet, keeping the suspense building so that we can give more news in future. But we did say that we would have the F-150 hybrid here. And that really gives people another powertrain choice, so they can decide to go for the large petrol engines or the EcoBoost or the hybrid, which gives them a slightly different performance feel, a little bit more economy, but also some of those benefits of an electrified powertrain, which is the strategy that you'll see us rolling out across the region in the years to come.
This weekend, the Ford GT race car will be competing in the final round of the World Endurance Championships in Bahrain. And here with me today are drivers Harry Tincknell and Andy Priaulx, competitors in, of course, the number 67 car. Guys, first of all, welcome to Dubai. It is, of course, the Dubai International Motor Show, so it's absolutely fantastic to have you here, especially coming off of the back of a win in Shanghai. That must have been absolutely amazing. And then going forwards into the round just in 1 week's time. How does it feel to be here?
Great. I mean, it's nice to get here early. It's nice to get here off the back of a win in Shanghai, and as I'm sure Harry will tell you, we're fighting for the World Championship, 1 race to go. So yeah, we're really focused and looking forward to getting the job done.
As you said, you know, you're up for another World Championship in your case, multiple champion, and Harry, relatively new to the GT racing format. What's it like to have to deal with so much pressure, especially when you have such a big name behind you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
I'm not talking about Andy, I'm talking about Harry.
Yeah, it's our job at the end of the day, and you know, we've led the World Championship from the very first race. We won at Silverstone in the UK, which is fantastic for us. You know, British car, British Enduro, and so it's we've kind of been used to leading the championship, and it's only in Japan we had a bad race. We slipped back to 5th, and we knew going into Shanghai that the penultimate round of the championship that we had to win if we stood any chance with the championship. That's exactly what we did.
Talking about Ford and its development, not only in motor racing but also on the roads, on our streets as well. And of course, we're in front of the GT car from the World Endurance Championship, but we also have the Ford GT road going car. Tell us a little bit about the development and how you see that development crossing over from racing to road.
Well, I mean, both Harry and I have driven the car, and I mean, Ford and Multimatic developed the race car and the road car at the same time. It is a racing car, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, when I drove it at Goodwood Festival Speed, I thought I'd go up the hill the first time and just take it easy, you know, give everything a wide berth, because this is the only one in Europe at the time. And I found myself halfway up the hill realising I was only half an inch from the walls everywhere, because I felt so at home in the road car, because it's the same chassis, same driver position, same amount of power and grip. It really is. I've never driven a car so close to what you would have on the racetrack. So absolutely amazing car. I think it's a bit of a game changer, and amazing that Ford have we get to drive the race version.
Actually, the road car's got more horsepower than we've got in the race car, so the BOP and everything else. But I think what I like most of all is the speed at which the car turns in, and you can always tell, when you drive a good race car, if the front is sharp and the rear can follow, then you're going to have a good season. And the road car is so direct, but gives you a lot of confidence at the same time.
Best of luck to the boys, and of course the team as well. We'll all be rooting for you. So thanks so much for joining us on Ford's Road to Dubai Motor Show. Stay tuned to Ford's social media networks over the next few days and see loads more highlights from the stand. And of course, see how the Ford GTs get on in Bahrain.